Nice. Well, first of all, Liora, thank you for coming today. I do appreciate your time.
hmm Thanks for having me.
And so for those of you out there who do not know, Liora is one of our very good design partners. She designs websites on the Rocketspark platform for her clients and does a fantastic job. But what you may not know about Liora is that she also runs one of her many, many side hustles on the Rocketspark platform. So first of all, I just wanted to say that it's really nice to see that in these interesting times that you are managing to keep your head above water. Would you say that having that sort of diverse business portfolio has been, quite handy to spread some of that risk?
Definitely. Yeah. So I earn from 4 different avenues. And if I didn't have that, these last few weeks would be quite worrisome because you never know which one's going to get hit at certain times.
Yeah.
So one of them, income has stopped completely. So I'm quite happy that I've got that diversity to just help fill some needs.
That's right. That's right. And is the design business busy at the moment?
For me, it's very busy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had only a couple clients put holds on projects, but I've also picked up quite a few new projects. So I count my blessings. And yeah, it's just been really great that there's still people out there who see the need to get online and want assistance doing so.
Yeah, for sure. I
Mm.
think for Rocketspark's perspective anyway, we've seen a huge increase in trial signups over the last few weeks for people trying to figure out how they can keep going
Mhm.
under the different levels of lockdown and quarantine that are going on around the world. So
Mhm.
no, that's really cool. But the main reason why I wanted to talk to you today was to talk to you about Flourish. So if you wouldn't mind, for our viewing public out there, would you mind just giving us a brief overview of what Flourish is and what your involvement is?
Yep. So I started Flourish 2 years ago now. I became a certified bar instructor, did nothing with it from May to March. So I just sat on that certification and got a kick up the bum, found a studio, and started teaching bar classes in Cambridge, and actually the only bar studio in the Waikato for quite some time. For those who don't know what bar is, it is not very common in New Zealand. It is a fitness class that involves no jumping, no real coordination, no twirling, nothing like that. But it's based off the principles of Pilates and the principles of ballet,
Hmm.
using your bar from ballet. So I started Flourish teaching, I think I started with 3 classes a week. And then I also am a health and wellness coach, so I help people with their nutrition. So for me, if you're already looking for alternative health issue solutions, natural solutions, it marries really nicely. So yeah, Flourish grew and grew and grew and grew, which is fantastic. So right before COVID-19, we were teaching, I think it was 9 classes now a week. So we went from just 3 to 9
Yeah.
due to just the demand of it, which was
Yeah.
fantastic in Cambridge. Um, and started having e-commerce on our site, I think mid-year last year, as a way for people to pay for classes. Yeah. And it's just another great way as an American, someone in a small town like Cambridge with no kids. It was really hard for me to find community.
Hmm.
So it's just a nice way to form a community of like-minded people.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. And
Yeah.
so those 9 classes a week pre-COVID, and
Mhm.
now current COVID.
Mhm.
What is the schedule looking like now?
So I was teaching before COVID, Monday, 3 classes a day, Tuesday, 1, Wednesday, 2, Thursday, 2, 3, Fridays, no classes. Never
Mhm.
teach on a Friday.
Yeah.
And now with COVID, I teach 1 class a day, Monday through Saturday, and it goes for approximately 35 minutes. So
Yeah.
I've also changed, freeing up my time by a lot.
And so how have you positioned the website from pre to current COVID?
So the big thing was for us that unlike a lot of gyms that were able to go basically until level 3 and level 4 were announced quite quickly, we had to stop as of level 2. So we could kind of go at level 1 with a lot of changes in the studio, but as soon as level 2 was announced, we had to stop classes. So we had to act quite quickly. I had been asked to do online classes for some time and was very not anti, but the idea of being recorded and having to do classes and find a way to get them online, I thought I didn't need to do it because I could film my classes in the studio and we were booking out. But this gave me no option. And for me, movement's really important for your mental health and well-being. So I didn't want that to go away, particularly with the stress of COVID. And also, more importantly, I had people who had paid for the term. And so I felt an obligation to continue to supply them with some sort of service.
Yeah.
So basically, we found out on Saturday that we had to close the studio. And by Wednesday, we were up and running.
Awesome. And so what did up and running look like? What services were you offering and what sort of tools were you using?
So up and running to start meant that classes were held in my office, which was not the best background. Let's just say that. And it meant that there was a pop-up on the website saying due to COVID, obviously studios now closed, but here's how you can subscribe to online classes. Cool. So it meant turning the e-commerce site into a subscription site. It meant just quickly learning how to do subscriptions through Rocketspark. Pretty simple, to be completely honest. Cool. Biggest thing was probably coming up with pricing and what I felt was just, and then learning where to house the videos. So the videos are done through Zoom. They've always had a different username and password for security. So that wasn't an issue once Zoom started changing security problems. But the biggest then after that was where to house the videos. So that was probably my biggest one. And we ended up creating a special private Facebook group. So I had to friend all my members so that I could get into this private group, but it worked really well. So we were able to turn around from Saturday to Wednesday to be able to accept payments, learn how to record a video, make it live, and then also provide it recorded for those who can't join us live.
Cool. No, that's really cool. And it sounds like what you've established is something that could be sustainable for the future, regardless of whatever levels of lockdown we happen to be in.
Yeah, so the great thing about this is it's actually had people who've wanted to try bar or wanted to do more than one bar class a week now be able to, because they can do it straight from home. So it's definitely something I want to continue once we are able to get back in the studio. So classes are no longer held in my beautiful office. I've actually set up a really nice fake studio outside in our it's actually on the other side of our kitchen. It's pretty funny how you just have to adapt. And I put all the plants out. It looks lovely.
Yeah.
Or if it's a nice day, I'll actually do the bar classes outside with the trees behind me, which is quite nice. But it's created a great platform so that people who live quite far, I had one woman who used to travel 40 minutes to come to one class a week, which is a commitment.
Yeah.
She's now able to do 6 classes a week. So it's definitely something I'll continue to offer, but I hope by then I can at least record the classes in a nice, beautiful studio.
Very cool. Nice. Well, Liora, thank you so much for your time. And we will catch up again soon, I'm sure.
Thank you.